But practically speaking, they are not engaged in trading of goods. What they are doing? They are providing commission agent services to the particular manufacturer of these products. They are not buying. They are not buying in their name. And they are not selling. Then what they are doing? This is a product which the manufacturer will come and keep there. Even tomorrow if you manufacture one shampoo and if you test it on dog and if the dog is getting good hair, then it can be tested on human beings also. So bring that shampoo and keep it here. Okay, there are many bakras like me who will experiment on their hair. Who knows whether we get hair or not. So this particular person will walk in, he will see, okay, if I use this, I will get hair. Immediately one dream will come wherein he will be getting hair like Dhoni. So after seeing Dhoni's hair, so automatically he also lost hair. No, he became bald. Okay, so that's a permanent problem, but there is no permanent solution for it. So the product is being sold to the customer. What is Green Trends doing? They are not trading in goods, but they are providing services to the trader. Clear? They are providing services to the trader. It is covered in the service tax. Only trading in goods. As such, if you are purchasing and selling goods, it is not covered. But if you are acting as a commission agent, if you are acting as a consignment agent, or if you are providing any brokering services or any auxiliary services in relation to trading of goods, it is covered under service tax. So Green Trends thought this way and they have taken the exemption. That is, they are telling that sale of goods is not covered under service tax, so we are not paying. But actually, they are required to pay service tax. Understood? So now, in their return, they will not mention this. In their return, they will not mention this. What the superintendent will do? You know, the administration in service tax department, you should be aware of it. How it is getting administered. Now they will take each and every division. In each and every division there will be different ranges. So this particular division, there are some taxpayers, say if your company name starts with M, if your company name starts with A, so all these companies will come under one superintendent. Understood? Not that in division there will be only one superintendent, there will be n number of superintendents. So all these companies, so whatever you are registering into one locality and it starts with one name, it will fall into one category. If you take income tax department, that is purely different. They will not bother about where, under which jurisdiction or which locality, whether you are falling in Nungambakam or whether you are falling in T Nagar, they are least bothered. They are bothered only about the PAN, permanent account number. Based on that only the hierarchy is divided or the administration is being done. Okay, so here when you walk into Newry Towers in Anna Nagar, so immediately you will find different divisions, and in different divisions there will be different superintendents. Not that you can walk into any superintendent. You should first find who is your superintendent. Okay. So what this superintendent will do, he will have proper communication with the assessee. From time to time, he will be asking for details. I need this detail, I need that detail. So he will have a record. He will, from Green Trends, he will get a bill, one bill copy. In that bill copy, he will see that there is sale of goods as well as provision of services, and service tax is calculated only on provision of services. So now he got the point. He will simply raise a show cause notice. After receiving the return, he will tell you have to compute service tax even after including the said sale of goods. You please pay the service tax. This is the amount of service tax not paid. And why? Show the cause why interest should not be levied on you. Show the cause why penalty should not be levied on you. This is how show cause notice will be received. Once they receive the show cause notice, what is the next step? Hussey will have some submissions. No, sir, I am not a consignee or I am not a commission agent. I am purely buying it, I am selling it, I am buying it on credit. Understood? So immediately he will take the stand that I am not a commission agent, I am buying it on credit. Only when the product is sold, then only I will make payment to the manufacturer. See the bill. He will generate bill. How much time will it take to generate a bill? If they come to one criminal like me, within 5 minutes I can generate the bill. Correct? Within 5 minutes we will give criminal ideas. Am I right? So this is the bill. Now assessee has to make the submission. So these submissions, on account of these submissions, The show cause notice or the service tax demanded may change or may be finalized. The same amount may be finalized. This proceeding of discussion, assessee submission, and assessing officer will ask further more questions, and the assessee will give further more information. All this process, it will take 2 to 3 hearings. This process is known as adjudication. Okay. After adjudication, what happens? An adjudication order will be passed. An adjudication order will be passed. If assessee is satisfied with the order, assessee, because the order will be received by assessee only, right? Assessee means service provider. Assessing officer means officer, assessee means the service provider here. Satisfied with the order. If assessee is not satisfied with the order, if assessee is satisfied with the order, no action. If assessee is not satisfied with the order, then appeal. Then appeal proceedings will start. Okay, that we will discuss later. How appeal will be done, to whom we should make the appeal, all these things we will discuss later. Now, same way, this is on account of which assessment? This black color from the beginning, on account of self-assessment. This red is on account of provisional assessment, and in provisional assessment also, there is one order. What is that order? Final assessment order. This is final assessment order by ACDC. Suppose if assessee is satisfied, same. Understood? If assessee is satisfied with the order, which order? In case of self-assessment, this adjudication order. In case of provisional assessment, that final assessment order. Then no action. If not, again he can go for appeal. Understood? So everything I just brought to the end. End is appeal. From there it will go again. Okay? Any doubt in this? Got the clarity? How the proceedings or the departmental steps will be? Okay, here also when self-assessment is final, that's it. He will not do anything, because for him the assessment should be done, assessment is completed. Okay. So this is about assessment and adjudication, how it goes. Now we will see the penal provisions. Okay. Before seeing the penal provisions, just have a look. Assessment is covered under section 70. We have self-assessment and we have provisional assessment. I have given only that information which is there in the section, but the detailed analysis I have given you the notes. And we have best judgment assessment under section 72. Generally, when best judgment assessment will be done? Excellent. Here also same. In income tax, like how, when there is no information to the assessing officer, what he will do? To the best of his information, he will do the assessment. Here also same way. First, you have to file return. I will give you a notice, please file return. If you are not filing return, then what I can do? Okay, you are not filing return, fine. So I will assess your tax. How? Based on the records available with me. And again, I may ask for any records. If you are submitting records, okay. If you are not submitting records, then also I will go for best judgment assessment. Understood or not? First you file return, and whenever the information has been asked, you are not submitting information. Best judgment assessment. You are not filing return, and at the same time you are not submitting information also, then also best judgment assessment. You have not filed return, you have submitted the information, then also best judgment assessment. Yes, then also best judgment assessment, because you have to file the return. But this last case is a hypothetical case. When you are not filing returns, why will you submit the information whenever he has asked? Okay. So see here. Best judgment assessment, section 72. Mark it as important for short note. Understood? Next. See here, now we are entering into the penal provisions. Penal provisions under service tax. First, there are offences. Very big. Okay? This is very, very important. What are all the offences? Knowing the offences is very important. And because of these offences, there will be some consequences. What are those consequences? Interest, penalty, arrest. Okay? Interest, penalty and arrest. Now, again, in arrest, with bail or without bail. Understood? So there are certain offences. Now our job is to identify the offences. But this word offences is not the word which I am going to define in service tax. The definition for offences is different. But I am grouping all the mistakes done by the assessee as offences. Okay. There are certain serious offences which are only defined under the service tax, that is for the purpose of service tax, as offence, and for that the arrest warrant, bailable, non-bailable, cognizable, non-cognizable, there are different technical terms attached. But even in my knowledge, not getting registered is also an offence. Not filing return is also an offence. Not paying duty, that is tax, on time is also an offence. Okay, understood? But only serious offences we will call as offence. Okay, but as such, all these will come under offence only. Got it? So now, our job is to identify what are the offences and what will be the consequences. Say, a person should get registered. If he has not registered, what are all the consequences? Consequence number 1, penalty for non-registration. Consequence number 2, if the duty, that is if he has evaded any service tax, on that he has to pay service tax along with interest. Penalty on account of evasion of service tax. Clear? Like this we need to identify, and then we will see what is the interest payable, what is the penalty payable, all these things. Okay? First see here, this will also be like a chart. A person